In all my years of making meat pie, this is the best, and I'm here to share every step with you guys. Hi, guys, welcome back to Yailo TV. Now, the first step is to sieve your all purpose flour. Sieve that and then proceed to prep the butter. I'm using 500 grams of butter. The measurement of everything will be in the description box. You want to ensure that this butter is cold. You can put it in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes. This is to ensure that your butter is easy to work with. Now, after sieving, we're adding everything into a bowl. Next, we're adding 1 spoon of salt, 1 spoon of sugar. Give it a quick mix and then we go in with the chopped butter. Now the reason why this butter is chopped is so that you can easily mix it without overworking it. Remember, this butter needs to be cold so it can mix properly. Can you believe that as a child growing up, I did not like meat pie? Like, I didn't like meat pie. In fact, I could even eat the pie without the filling. So whenever my dad buys meat pie or something, I would take out the filling and just eat the pie. I don't know, just I was just very picky for no reason. But the moment I understood what was inside, how it's made, I fell in love with it. In fact, there was a store in VI. I don't know, I can't remember the store, but their meat pie, oh my goodness, their meat pie tastes really, really good. Like, I was always going there to buy meat pie. I just realized that one of the reasons why I actually pick a lot of things when it comes to food is because I do not know the process, which is why I love to cook, which is why I love to explore. I love to learn how to make things myself. So I know what I'm eating, I know what I'm putting into my system. So yeah, if you are in this category, then you are not alone. If there's something you really do not like, maybe you should find out the process of making it and then try to make it to your own taste. I'm sure you enjoy it better. Okay, now back to the dough. The dough has been properly mixed. As you can see, I didn't overwork it. You don't need to knead it. You're not making chin chin. So just mix it lightly, wrap it in a clean film and refrigerate it. Basically, just keep it in a cold place. So while that is sitting pretty in the fridge, we're going to go ahead and prep our chicken. I'm using chicken breasts. I'm going to chop it. There are different ways to mince this. First is to blend it like this. I mean, use your food processor to shred it like this. I'll show you guys the other method as we proceed. And now for the other ingredients, we need some Irish, we need some carrots, onions, and some peppers. I mean, the peppers optional. I'm going to make two fillings. So yeah, just watch and pick whichever one you prefer. Now, after cleaning all of this, we're going to chop it into tiny bits. Like, oh my god, this is the favorite parts of making pie for me. Like, having to chop this carrot into very tiny bits. I love it, and the Irish as well. We're going to chop it into tiny bits. Feel free to make it into the size you would prefer. So I like to make my food really presentable. So yeah, I'm chopping everything into tiny bits and then we'll combine them. I found out that a lot of people like meat pie, but at the same time cannot make it. I don't know why. Is it because of the whole process of having to make the filling, having to make the dough, or the meat pie crust, and all of that? But I think once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. Like for the dough already made, you can refrigerate that, and once it's frozen, you can have that up to 3 months in your fridge. Whenever you want to make, just take it out, allow it to defrost, and then you make your pie. Now that we have all ingredients ready, in the pan I'm adding some oil. I've added some oil and just going to saute these onions for a few minutes and then we'll go in with the chicken, the shredded chicken. Give it a good mix, add up some seasoning as you can see on the screen. If you want to replace the chicken with beef, feel free to do it. It's basically the same process. It's easier to even find minced beef in the stores than chicken. So this is the way I prepare my chicken. Now I've added the Irish and some carrots. I'm adding water enough to cook it, and I'm as well going to season it. I'm going to add some nut seasoning again. For the spices, I'm going in with white pepper powder, some curry powder, some garlic powder, some ginger powder. Now there are two ways to thicken this meat pie filling. You either mix some corn flour with water and pour that into the filling, or another method is to simply mash the potatoes. Once it's cooked and you mash it, it's going to give you a thick filling. For me, I always prefer mixing with the corn flour. I feel like it comes together nicer that way, or you can just sprinkle the flour and mix. So here I'm just going to make another sauce with the spice, the hot pepper. So if you like it really spicy, then this one is for you. If you like it not so spicy, then you can do the other method. So now another method is to cook your chicken. Just chop it into bits, cook it, use a fork like this and begin to shred it. That's if you don't have a food processor. But if you have a processor, you can as well cook it and then put it in the blender. Put it in your processor and it gives you that feel. Now we're going to assemble the pie. You want to cut it into tiny bits such that you can pick one and work with without stress. After dusting your working surface with some flour, roll it side by side to give you a circular shape. So I know that there are some recipes that add eggs to the meat pie crust. Well, I've actually added eggs to some of my recipes as well. But if you want that flaky and tender crust, then skip the eggs. But I'm using egg here because I want to use it as the egg wash and also a seal for the meat pie. Using the meat pie cutter, I just place the rolled dough on it and then I'm just adding some filling. Don't put too much. If you put too much, it's gonna make it forcefully open when you are baking. So now we have the egg wash. Just use the brush to just seal it round and then press it together. It seals it. Simple and straightforward. There are different cutters, so whichever one you have, depending on the shape, you roll your dough that way and work with the shape you have. Now, in the case you don't have a meat pie cutter, just roll it into the desired shape you want. If it's a round shape, roll it and then get a round plate or a cover of pots, anything that can give you a round shape, depending on the size you want it to be, and cut it through with a knife. And there you have your round meat pie shape. Once you add your filling, you can then use a fork to just seal the sides. Once you add your filling and then with your seal, which is the egg, round it, because I almost forgot that here. I almost forgot. And then you can use a fork to just seal the sides. And same as well with any other shape you want to use. If you want it to look like a square or triangle, just get something similar to that. Roll your dough that way, cut it through and then use a fork to seal it round to your desired shape. But all of us, as in all of us that we love meat pie, this is the commonest meat pie shape we all are used to. So feel free to do you. I like to explore. So yeah, I think I should even get other shapes or make other shapes soon. And about poking this pie, this is another topic for debate. Well, I feel like poking it prevents it from trapping in air. So you know what, those kind of pies that you open and you feel like there's space around the dough. I feel like the reason why it's that way is because it's not really poked. So do you explore or try both methods and see whichever one works for you. So as you can see, our pie is properly baked. Look at the golden look because of the egg wash we used on top of it. Look at it, the spicy one and then the other one without so much hot spice. So do you and enjoy. I absolutely enjoy this pie, and this gave me about 30 pieces of pies. I'll put the measurements of every ingredient in the description box so you can add or reduce depending on the number of pies you like. So give this video a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe till I see you again with another recipe. Bye guys.